everyone, welcome to the Reaper Podcast. I am your host, John Reaper. Today is Tuesday, of course, and by the end of the week, when it comes to Thursday, we will know what Hideo is going to do. I am, of course, talking about the Game Awards. That's going to be one of the main things I'm going to be talking about. I'm also going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super. What's happened, and it's very, very devastating, kind of, in a way. I'm going to be talking about different stuff that I'll be working on, and a little bit of updates of what's going on as far as a lot of stuff. Now, of course, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about a few other things. A little bit of personal kind of stuff, as you will. I've actually finished one of the main storylines for Assassin's Creed. We'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about Silent Hill. We'll be talking about, of course, for next year, what's going on for next year. There's just a lot of stuff that I want to get through this podcast. So let's start with the most personal one. With all the stuff, that's coming out about celebrities, I feel it as a need to say this. I feel it's the need to say something. Look, it's not surprising that celebrities come out and, that celebrity molested me, that person, and then a celebrity came out going, okay, yeah, I did do that. Really, it's not surprising, and to say the least, it's really not, okay? The most respected ones are really, really quiet. They're not really, trying to start up stuff or just, or flaunting stuff. Most of the celebrities out there that really don't do any wrong just stay to themselves and don't really, flaunt, oh my God, we have a baby and his name is so-and-so, or, oh my God, I got a $1,000 car, or whatever. These people just stay at home and stay to themselves, You don't really hear about them. You hear about, Jay-Z and all them, Word to the wise of people starting in celebrityum. With me being a personal YouTube celebrity and voice actor, I don't understand. Yeah, there are beautiful, as a male, there are beautiful women out there. There are beautiful women with certain assets, of course, that men look at. It's nothing new, okay? In the days of way back when, men were looking at women's assets. Men were like, oh my God, there is plenty of people out there, that celebrity men everywhere look at celebrity women and oh my God, and then there's women that look at celebrity men. It's nothing new. Sexuality is nothing new in this day and age, okay? Oh my God, celebrity done this. It's well, celebrities have been doing that for years, It's really nothing new, okay? I gotta reiterate, it's nothing new, okay? People do it in personal lives as well, People have done it for years. As I said, as I say this, people who I can understand it'd be kind of hard. You know, you're a celebrity person. You're feeling up there and powerful. You know, I could do whatever I want and nobody, you know. And then you get a person that wants to get in the entertainment industry. That's beautiful and everything as like a fantasy, you know. And you're like, oh, yeah, I could, you know. You try a couple, you know, and then they're not buying it. Then you come out with the line. It kind of goes to your head, okay, is what I'm saying. A lot of this stuff goes to celebrities' heads. And it's like, it's an upset. You will say or do anything to get in that person's pants just because of how they look. You know, they don't even take the time of getting to know the person for who they really are. You know, they're like, oh my God, that person is beautiful. I haven't even talked to him, but now I'm going to smash. You know, no. Okay. First of all, you are a celebrity. You are in... I don't care if you're in a TV show, a little kid's TV show or a movie, or you're an adult movie or whatever. You're going to have people that look up to you as a role model. Okay? Let me harken back to if you had a brother and sister. You know, if you have a little brother and sister or whatever, your mommy and daddy always tells you, hey, don't be doing anything, you know, dangerous or whatever. I mean, they always tell you that in the beginning anyway. But then they will tell you, your brother looks up to you as a role model. He looks up to you. He will follow suit. You do something, that person will follow suit in something. You know. That little brother is little. He don't know no better. Well, I mean, well, a lot of people don't know no better anyway, but people that don't know better just, you know what I mean? It's hard to say. It's really hard to say because, I don't know. I mean, like, you've grown up with the mentality of role models. And then you get a big head when you get a celebrity, and then it's like, what the hell? You know? It's what? You know, I mean, I could understand. You know, I understand. But is it really, really that worth whatever, of being a celebrity and saying, I'm going to throw all my chips on the table for one little draw here? And my friend, when you do that dance, when you cast the die, okay, that die does not hit the table into the end of your life. And what I mean by that is, just because you done it and say for a year or two, nothing comes out of the whole situation. They keep their mouth shut. Nobody knows about the incident. You know, hey, I did the tango with this girl. Nobody's raising an eyebrow. But let me say this. Once you do the tango and you cast the die, that die does not hit the table until you're on your deathbed. And what I mean by that is that any moment, every year that goes by, every minute, every hour, that die is just moving through the air real slow. You know. But once that person decides, not even on your deathbed, maybe like, a couple years down the road, or maybe 5, 10, they decide to grab that die and throw it themselves. And if it lands in their favor, no, that's a bad analogy, but they decide to smack the die. They smack the dice down on the table, and boom, it goes straight down to the table real fast. It don't go slow motion anymore. It goes boom, down to the table. And then it's bad luck because it's not your throw. Somebody intervened, and it goes snake eyes every time. Every time. And I understand. I mean, if I was a celebrity like them, I would be... I mean, there are beautiful women everywhere. They're beautiful. Okay? Beautiful women are everywhere. But the thing is, the very thing is, you have to pull away from that situation. You see a beautiful woman out there, like, man, she is so beautiful. Man, she could be a model. She's banging, But you gotta pull yourself away. And you gotta think, is it really worth it? Of my celebrity status, my money, is it worth it to my fans to let them down? Say, hey, this guy cheated on his wife, or this guy forced this girl into a sexual act, or this guy just straight up lied to a girl. Or done this, that. Is it really worth it? And that nobody would pick me up because I do this? If you say, screw it, or if you say, you know what, yeah, it's worth it, you're an idiot, my friend. You are a idiot. Okay? You're a complete and utter idiot. With that being said, if you do turn around and say, you know what, nah, I ain't gonna do it, I'm gonna walk away and try not to think about that woman and think about something else. That's when you know you are a good celebrity. I've talked to many celebrities, and there are great people. There are some celebrities that, that just ain't really that great. Okay? I need to remind you, okay, before I am blasted, I'm going to put this on the record right now. Back in the day, when my ex left me, I admit, and I wasn't even thinking about YouTube then, I was thinking about gaming and life, When she left me, it took me like a couple of years to get over it. And in between those years, it was like a couple of months I've tried to get her back, and then that wasn't going my way. The other times is, I was being a man whore. I was contacting a girl and hooking up, and then either hooking up with another girl. I think at one time I had, several girlfriends, and it wasn't cool. Until I met my wife. Well, she wasn't my wife at the time. Until I met her, I wasn't so sure about it, because it's like I got the same feelings as with my ex. I'm like, dude, and I got scared, dude. I cut it off. I'm like, I'm gonna break up with you, and I would spend a whole day just pacing on the floor. That's all I would do. I would pace on the floor, going, "What the hell am I doing?" And I was afraid. I was afraid. I was getting feelings and I was afraid. I was like, am I going to fall in love with this girl and then get my heart broken? And then she leave me? You know. I quit being a pansy and quit calling it off. And then calling it back on. And I quit doing it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take a gamble and I'm going to date her. We dated for like a couple years, you know. And I was like, you know what? Let's put a ring on that finger, you know. So that's what I did, you know. I settled down. And and I look back on my past and I'm like, you know, it wasn't, I don't know what the hell was wrong with me, to be honest. You know, I don't know. I think I was just so screwed up that moral judgment just went out the window, you know. And sometimes celebrities might get screwed up because of it, and it's an endless cycle. Cycle. The hell. You know, something screws that celebrity up, and then they get screwed up, and then it's like, you know what, I'm gonna screw this person up, and then it just keeps going in the circle, man. You know, I'm very thankful I am not the person I was. You know, I was very thankful that I got out of that. Well, for one, if I would have continued, I probably would have had 4, 5, 6 babies. But, you know, and I'm very sorry for the people that I've hurt, and for the people that I played with like that. You know, there's no excuse for it, really. I mean, I was messed up and I wasn't thinking straight. I was just like, you know what, screw it, party mentality, take over, you know. And I just left my skull. As that said, I sit here and, of course, I think about what I've done in the past, and I was like, how stupid could I be? That was stupid of me, regardless if I was becoming a YouTuber or voice actor back then, or if I wasn't. It was so stupid of me to play with people's feelings. I mean, screw the status. People that do that to other people is entirely mean and cruel. You know, you're talking about a person's feelings. You know, you're lying to them, saying you will get a part in a role. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, and of course, I was a victim to a couple of people that were using me as well as I was using them. And it does hurt, you know. After that, I'm like, okay, I need to slow down. And then she popped in my life, you know. It's something, you know, like I said, I can relate to those who done it, and I can relate to those who, you know, because it's cruel to do that to somebody. Very cruel. I mean, I never, to be very honest, and I'm crossing my fingers, and I swear that if I say this and it happens, I'm going to be mad. I've only heard celebrity actors. Okay? Actors. I never heard any celebrity voice actors that strictly are voice actors or have done a little bit of other things that are involved in stuff like this. Because they are down-to-earth people. You know, they work their hardest and their damnedest. But I swear, if a voice actor comes out and it's like, oh, they have sexual, you know, it's like, mother, you know. And I'm going to try to stop cussing so much, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But in my ending statement of all this, guys, keep it in your pants. Keep your hands to yourself. We've heard that in school. Keep your hands to yourself. You know. Because as I go through this journey, I know there are a lot of people that are watching me. Watching my every move that I make. And if those people who look up to me and see me, I will sit there and make the right choices, because I know I will. Because I know, you know, maybe those celebrities have not been through the broken down stage like I have, where I was a man whore. I don't know. But I will tell you this. I promise to each and every single one of my fans that I will never ever, well, never say never, but I won't ever, and I keep this promise, to never be involved in a scandal like that. You know, I will never, if I would be put in a position like that, I'll be damn sure to get a hold of my phone and call somebody or run away, you know, because I am a human being. I'm a male. You know, stuff will kick over. You know what I mean? You know, the male instinct will kick over, and if I allow that self to happen, then I'll be falling. But I cannot allow myself to do that. So therefore, I will sit there and go, I gotta go. I gotta go. Bye. You know, because it is something ridiculous. Okay, it's ridiculous. I hope no more comes out, because it's got to be humiliating for them, you know, for all this stuff to happen. You know what I mean? It's incredibly stupid. But let's move on from this. Let's talk about YouTube for a little bit. There is a show I watch. It's not called Jeppy, but there's a puppet named Jeppy. And it's got Mario people in it, and it's funny as hell. Okay, it's funny. With YouTube doing the monetization shit now, apparently it's become apparent that if you cuss, or if you don't cuss at all, or use like very little, that it will demonetize you. And you have to do a manual, you know, overview. Which I have to do that every so often. And I don't know if it's because I cuss or whatever, you know, but you can't help it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going to try to cuss less. It's going to be hard. Not like hard, but it's going to be like, you know. But I'm going to do it less. That's why I'm not really, really saying that, you know. Saying a lot of stuff, you know. So that's the one thing. I mean, if it's video games, I can't help it, you know. Or I put a bleep word, which that ain't gonna be fun, you know. So, yeah. Anyway, let's talk about the Game Awards. I used to call it the Video Game Awards, but now it's the Game Awards. Oh, people. I released my theory video last Thursday, and there was only like 2 thumbs down. I was like, okay, cool. But I hope a lot of people think about it for a second. You know. it's so funny. It's so damn funny. Okay, the Game Awards, like I've said before, of the nominations, Death Stranding is not even talked about, not even said. Any of the categories Death Stranding is not in are Kojima Productions. Konami is in one with the soccer, Pro Evolution Soccer. Now, what's funny is not a mention of anything until this weekend. Del Toro is going to be presenting an award. And then it came out the next day that Hideo Kojima will be with Del Toro presenting an award. Why would Hideo and Del Toro be there? Think about it, people. I mean, I could be wrong. Yes, there is, there's a lot I'm writing on here, and I could be wrong. Hideo has a choice to make for the Video Game Awards, or the Game Awards. He has a choice of not even showing anything. And he has a choice of showing some Death Stranding stuff and not saying what it really is. Then he has a choice of actually just telling us what it is. Hideo is really hard to read right now. But from what I'm looking and seeing, he went through script changes. All of the stuff is done. He's just editing the game. And this is not coming from anybody. I mean, Hideo himself said it. And several months later, it was like a month later, or several months later, or days, I don't know. It got translated what he was talking, and it's like, oh shit, the game's like almost done. It's in editing phase. Who knows if it's done now? I highly doubt it, but I mean, it was like, it's there now, A lot of people don't really understand that Hideo is a genius. And, he was doing something with Metal Gear. And people found out way too early. I don't know if people found out. I think maybe it got leaked. Because how in the hell could you know? I mean, seeing that right off the bat, I'm like, that's Metal Gear Solid. That's fucking Metal Gear Solid. That looks like Big Boss. That's Metal Gear Solid. And then and then it's funny because Hideo's like, no, that ain't my game. It looks cool, but it ain't my game. Denies it until he's like, fuck, I can't deny it no more. It's clear as day. And it's like, oh shit, And then he says, I have to try harder. I mean, come on. And then Jeff saying that there's a 6 installment. I mean, it could be Halo 6. I honestly maybe doubt it. Halo is kind of like, I mean, wasn't Halo 5 announced last year? I don't know. It wasn't even out yet. But it's just, it's one of those things where I'm like, And then Hideo's like, do the same as me, betray your audience. What? Really, people? He's like, I'm going to betray you. What does that mean? And for some of you people, you'll be like, oh, he's talking about Raiden. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about Venom and Big Boss. That's what he's... No, idiot. The dude had a smile on his face. He was sitting there like, I got you. Betray your audience, bro. What does that mean? That's all you said. He just betray your audience. And it's like, I'm waiting for like air horns and a fucking doobie to come down on Kojima's face and the fucking sunglasses. And there I go cussing again. I don't care. You know, stuff like that has to make you think. What does he mean by that? Come on. Alright. But he has those choices. Either reveal what it is. Reveal what Death Stranding actually is. Or he won't say shit. Reveal a little bit. And we'll know what it is when we're playing it. That's the only two options I know. The ruse could be happening, and the ruse could end. It depends on Hideo alone. But something in my gut, because I could be like wrong, and he could continue and be like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. You know. But the E3 was enough. I mean, Death Stranding and Kojima Productions shirts and stuff were there to sell. Hideo was there. So there would be no problem of showing Death Stranding off at E3. But he specifically pulled Death Stranding and said that he is hard to work on that. But he still went. I mean, come on. If you're a type of person to sit there and do that, you wouldn't even be bothered by it. It's something that really, really, you know, it kind of just, It's weird because all E3, and it wasn't because, Kojima's game wasn't there, that's why it was, no. Dude, it felt weird. Any other E3 that I've watched, dude, Sony has like whipped it out, dude. You know, they were swinging like they had a big package. And they were like, every time they came out, they were hitting the front row people like, oops, sorry, excuse me, sorry. Oh, I hit you in the face. Oh, I got it in the eye, you know. That's what Sony was doing every damn year for E3. You know, they were taking their big package and swinging them and hitting people's faces. People were loving it, man. But this year, 2017 E3, it's like the package wasn't even out. It was like they stuffed it down their pant leg. You know, or on the other stage, or got it cut off. And they would walk out there and, you know, and then walk out. You know, and it'd be just stupid little gimmicks they come out with. You know, it's like, what? This shit looks up. What the hell? You know, it didn't really impress me at all. And I'm a huge Sony fan, and I'm impressed every year with PlayStation. And this year was like, really? Yeah, you know? And what's funny is they were hyping it up. They said they would... The last thing that the PlayStation representative said before Spider-Man came on, it fit Hideo's description to a fucking point. I mean, he comes out with webs, or the web thing, and then bridges. And it's kind of funny, like, the last thing was Spider-Man. You know, and Hideo actually got out and left before they ended. I think it was during Spider-Man. He just got up and left. It's like, you sly dog, you know what you're doing. You know, it's a wonder, dude. It's a wonder. So, this Thursday, you guys, the Game Awards, hosted by Jeff Knightley. Make sure to stay tuned for that. Watch my theory video until you pass out. Who knows? A lot of people just... Sorry, that was my chair. I didn't fart. I didn't do it. A lot of people don't get it. They don't. They do not get it. But like I said, Jeff has... Jeff has plenty of opportunities. Or not Jeff, Hideo. Hideo has plenty of opportunities at the Game Awards. We'll find out what will happen. Or Hideo could come out next year at E3. It's very possible, but who knows? Who really knows? You know what I mean? Could he save everything for Jeff and say, fuck Sony for this opportunity? Or could he be saying, no, I can't do it at the Game Awards. I'm going to have to do the E3 at Sony's press conference. Who knows? Who really knows? I mean, it's Hideo. Okay. So, yeah. Let's move on from that and talk a little bit about Dragon Ball Super. The anime portion. Dragon Ball Super. Spoiler. If you guys have not seen it yet. Dragon Ball Super. Wow. 2 universes knocked out at the tournament. And the other universe was the parallel universe. Had the Saiyans and the Namekians. And Beerus's. Man, that was kind of like a weird ending. That was pissed Vegeta off. You know, he's like, I'm not in a good mood. You know, and he's just gonna get, you know, Goku though. Goku, man, he's hiding something. He's hiding something. He keeps going to blue. He's like, I ain't got no stamina, but he keeps going to blue. Sly dogs, man. Sly dogs. But, you know, like, it was just like, oh, the universe, I think it could be like, it's going to be emotional next time, you know. Maybe. But it's just a lot of stuff. I cannot wait for the Ultra Instinct, man. I cannot wait for it. I'm still watching for Ultra Instinct. I'm like, I want to see it, I want to see it, I want to see it. Man, it was just so badass. I haven't got to see the Gundam one yet. Gundam Iron Blood Orphans. I haven't got to see that episode yet. There's just a lot of good anime out there that I've been trying to get into. Especially voice acting. I've been trying to get into that. Funimation, hello. Yeah. So, and what sucks is how I rant and raved that about Gears of War, Gears of War on my Xbox. Dude, I started Gears of War 4 Monday. And here it is, Sunday. And it's still at 97%. It's like, what? You know, the hell? It's slow. Oh. Hello, everyone. This is a little add-on It is Monday. It's not Sunday. So this is like a little add-on that I just found out. It's like an update that Norman Reedus is going to be at the Game Awards. So there's going to be Hideo, Del Toro, and Norman Reedus at the Game Awards presenting whatever. Almost predicting either Tuesday or later on Monday. Or Tuesday or maybe Wednesday. They are going to announce Mads Mikkelsen to be at the Game Awards. Also, could Emma Stone be there, or could another female actor? If a female actor pops up and says they're going to be at the Game Awards that is suspected to be in Death Stranding other than Emma Stone, not Emma Watson, but there's another female that's been suspected to be in Death Stranding, I'm almost predicting this because now I'm seeing what's going on. If Del Toro and Hideo and Norman are going to be there, all three, and it's not a coincidence, are going to be at the Game Awards. It is not a coincidence. Mads Mikkelsen will probably be the one to be there. Simply because, come on, it's following suit. And possibly another actor that's rumored to be in Death Stranding, and another female actor, other than Emma Stone. So, yeah, this is a major update. I really did not expect this. I didn't expect Norman Reedus to be at the Game Awards. But need I remind you that there was one other person 2 Game Awards ago. Was it 2016? Or no, 2015. The one who played Venom, the Keeper Sutherland, actually was there to accept an award on Hideo's behalf. But he was there nonetheless. Which begs me, to think there's something to this, okay? So I'm almost predicting this, so bear with me. This is an update. This is not the recording of the regular podcast. It's pretty much an update on what's going on. As I've said that Toro and Hideo, or Toro and Kojima, are going to be there. And now there's an update that Norman is going to be there. Yeah, that's pretty massive, but I'm almost banking that Mads is going to be there. Hideo, before actually met with Mads, probably to ask him to come to the Game Awards and to explain what's going to happen. What's weird is he didn't meet with Norman, but that Norman has connections with Del Toro, so it's, what I mean. This is gonna be exciting, you guys. This is gonna be awesome. You guys ain't gonna want to miss this. Definitely don't want to miss this. It's all about Hideo and Death Stranding, possibly the reveal of what Death Stranding is. There is a possibility, but there is also a possibility that Hideo might take the high road and go, you know what, I'm not going to reveal what the game is yet. People are probably going to know until either E3 or possibly when the game comes out. That's only 3 speculations that I have about this, is that Hideo will either A, reveal what Death Stranding truly is, and in this whole ruse, 2, possibly not reveal at the Game Awards, but reveal next E3 2018, because the game is almost done. It's in editing phase, as according to Hideo. The voice acting, it's all done. It's all done. So there is that. what's possible, what is possible, is that he could announce it at E3, but he also could just be toying with us and do like he's done in the past with Death Stranding, and it won't come out until we are actually playing the game, which is what Hideo wanted to begin with the Phantom Pain. He wanted to release that, but people figured it out way too quickly. A lot of people have been figuring it out, and of course, like I've said, last E3 pulled it because some people might have figured it out. So it's down to possibilities right now. So leave a comment down below if you think A is going to reveal what it truly is. B, what if he doesn't say anything at the Game Awards of what it truly is, and he will reveal it at E3, what Death Stranding truly is. Or C, that he's not going to say anything of what it truly is, and we're just going to find out by playing the game. That is my thoughts. So if you guys put down below, A, B, C, or write whatever comment, let me know down below. But hey guys, I hate to make this podcast short. It was just only a little bit of what I'm capable of course, but I'm running out of time. Trying to get stuff balanced and everything ready. Make sure I have popcorn for Thursday. And I will see you guys next week. Next week, we will discuss in the podcast. I'm going to try to get people on the podcast to talk about stuff, if it happens. So, thank you guys for listening. I know it's short. I'm very, very sorry. But trust me, next time, and it's only 20 minutes short, but next time, it'll be worth it. So, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time.